Good evening, folks. What's up? What's going on? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Mizroy? Arcane, Worst Elephant. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing better. I definitely had a better day today than I did yesterday by quite a sight. But yeah, just better. Just doing better. Feeling gooder about things. Got some stuff done, got some things planned out and squared away. Did you beat the Dream Machine last night? I did, yes. That is one weight lifted from my soul. Anticipating having to show you the end of that game. Good evening, Eva. Good to see you. Speaking of sushi, I went to Sushi for the first time over here last night. Good evening, Manic. We did, in fact, get our happy ending, such as it is. Such as it can be construed. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had time. Glad you're doing good. Thank you. What's up, 2Hit? Good to see you. Yeah, I had time. I think the important part is I had time today. I had time to take care of stuff that I needed to take care of. Get some things cleaned up that were kind of, you know, just left sitting around. When you're really busy, I'm sure everybody's had this experience. When you're really busy, little things like cleaning up, doing the dishes, folding laundry, kind of fall by the wayside. The stuff that doesn't have to be done immediately, but once it starts piling up, it has an erosive effect on your psyche. And I think that was definitely contributing to my poor mood the last couple of days, but I got a bunch of stuff cleaned up and put away and everything, and felt better today. I mean, I also played a bunch of Status Factory. I know that made me feel a lot better. The number of months by the top 3 of each of those is a new thing, or did I just never notice it? They've been there. I think they've been there for all of 94. I don't remember if they did them in 93 or not. They used to color code them. Back when it was just like the NES Top 20, they color coded them by how much they moved. I think green was standard, blue was if they had moved more than like five spots or something, and magenta was if they were like new and moving really fast. I mean, it's an easy thing to gloss over, yeah. This, because we're not using the copy on the Internet Archive right now. Good evening, Sacrificial Toast. Good to see you. I'm using my downloaded copies through C-Display. It's higher contrast. The colors are a lot brighter, so that probably makes them stand out a bit more than the copies that we were reading previously. Strange little technical detail there, but it actually makes a difference, doesn't it? Anyway, I apologize for the late start tonight. I wanted to give Bearded Canadian time to get in here and subscribe for 18 months. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. That's a year and a half. Very generous of you. I appreciate it. No, I thought I was making something easy for dinner. I was making Napolitan pasta. It's a Japanese... People always freak out when I tell them what this is, and then I have to gingerly reassure them that it is actually very good. But it is a ketchup-based pasta, a ketchup-based spaghetti. That is very good. It is really, really good. But yeah, my older daughter absolutely loves it, and she accomplished a great thing today. She finished a goal that she's had for like years. I've heard of the ketchup spaghetti before. Ketchup spaghetti is selling it real short. It's just, that's kind of shorthand for what it is. Like my wife's recipe is ketchup, a sort of like rich, another like rich dark Japanese sauce, milk, sugar. Was there something else? No, I think that was it, actually. And then you mix that up into a nice creamy sauce and cook it down a little bit. There's other versions of it too. Like I've made one that was ketchup, soy sauce, and butter, I think, and that was really good too. Different sort of richness to it. But yeah, it's really. Also, the other thing is you make it with vegetables and stuff. You cook it with onions and green peppers traditionally. You can also throw mushrooms in there. We use these little, Japan has these little sausages. They look like Vienna sausages, but they aren't. They're prepared and seasoned differently. They're called harabiki sausages. That give it a nice, like, meaty tang. There's a turn of phrase for you, chat. Meaty tang. I've had spaghetti with meat sauce before. I should hope so. I should think that's fairly common. My wife did us a huge favor and cooked us a massive batch of Japanese meat sauce to put on pasta, and then I froze it in individual bags. And we've used about half of it so far. The rest of it's in the freezer, but it's delicious. It's got like ground beef and minced carrots, minced onions. Super good. Sounds a lot like just making a spaghetti sauce, except you start with ketchup instead of crushed tomato. Like, true, but the additions that make ketchup, the things that make it so sweet, so tangy, give it a pretty distinctive flavor from regular spaghetti sauce. And of course, you're not using any of the herbs that give like marinara sauce. It's marinara-est, whatever that suffix is. Yeah, it's good. You're gonna have to trust me on this, or make it yourself. I mean, if you look up Japanese Neapolitan pasta, or like Japanese ketchup pasta, you'll find all kinds of great recipes for it. Meaty tang, the least popular flavor of tang. Good evening, Lara Spiso. Welcome to the stage, Meaty Tang. Cram sausage's mouth to savor the meaty tang. Do I ever? English has gotten much better lately. Thank you. I am very abilities for speaking English. Good evening, Chaos. Good evening, Dave. I will never reveal the meat tang secret. Probably be put in jail. I love that Legend of Zelda 1 has been in the top 20 for 68 months and is unlikely to fall off before you stop tracking NES games. You are right. You are correct. I don't think it will fall off. I don't even think it'll drop out of the top 5 in that time. Might not even drop out of the top 3 before they just stop tracking the NES top 20. But I mean, are you surprised, really? It's Zelda. It's the original Zelda. It's good. And if you have an NES, if all you have is the NES, then that is the Zelda. I have come around on Zelda 2, but I know as a kid I didn't care for it very much. And I mean, Christ, on this top 20 is being beaten out by Zoda's Revenge, so you know people are desperate. But yes, since streaming it, I've come around to liking it a lot more. And I kind of wish that they had experimented more with that style of Zelda instead of just like letting it lie. Though I suppose in a sense they kind of did with the 3D ones. But yeah. Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. I mean, with a name like that, yeah. No, the game is still fucking impressive for the hardware it's on. It really is. It really is. I had a bit of a laugh when I was just watching an old martial arts film and saw an unexpected Wu-Tang Clan in there. Awesome. Must turn Zelda into gloop for the masses. I mean, people are still hardcore into Zelda though. Not many game franchises have fans as hardcore as Zelda fans. I know they just go fucking ape shit. every time a new Zelda comes out. But yeah. Anyway, chat, since we, well, we started late tonight, so I could make my delicious Neapolitan pasta and also eat it. So we should get on with it, but I do want to talk about one thing real quick, since I normally do the schedule reminders at the start of the stream, but I'm not gonna do that this time. Do you know why? We talked about it a bit last night, but I was not feeling great. I was feeling stressed and needing comfort and and the Dream Machine, as good as it was, as fun as it was a bit of an ordeal to get through. I spent 5 nights in a row on that, mind you. I said last night that I was gonna call an early end to Spooktober and just kind of do my own thing. Yeah, it's a heavy game too. It's a heavy game to invest a lot of time in. So that's what I said last night. Today I've been feeling better. Things have been looking up. I had some further time to reflect on that and what I wanted to do. And I laid it out for myself. I thought about it and I was like, what do I really want to do? Like, when I come back to the stream on Monday, what do I really want to do? What's gonna make me happy, regardless of viewers and metrics and all that stuff? What do I want to do? And I realized that I do actually want to do Spooktober stuff, but I want to do just whatever I'm feeling. And not stick to a schedule, not be locked into certain things. So the trade-off here is I'm gonna dispense with the schedule we already had. I have discovered I am becoming incredibly resistant to schedules. Like, I don't really schedule thing other than like the power hours, and Fridays are generally some kind of variety thing. I'll start a game for Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and I'll go through it. And then when it ends, I'll start a new thing. Spooktober is really the only one that I schedule out an entire month. And yes, I am becoming ungovernable. Exactly. I think schedules just stress me out now. I think locking into something in advance just kind of bugs me. So I'm too moody of a gamer for that. So yes, if you requested something that was on the original Spooktober schedule that you haven't gotten to yet, if you're looking forward to it, I do apologize, but this is for my own mental and emotional well-being. I'm going to use this channel as a sort of therapeutic instrument over the next couple weeks. But it is still going to be Spooktober stuff, because I realize there are spooky month-themed things that I still want to do. I did pick out a bunch of games to fill in gaps in the schedule if we finish stuff early, or if we didn't play all the way through things. That's where Kinito Pet came from, after all, and I've still got that list. But then I was thinking there's some other stuff I wanted to do, relating to the other themes we didn't get to. Depressed Cat gets it. Stuff that didn't make it, like Doom, could be back on the menu. Absolutely. In fact, I can guarantee you we're going to be taking a look at least 1 or 2 horror roguelikes, because frankly, I really like that idea. I was really backing that idea when we were voting on it. So yeah, that's the schedule. Next week, we'll do some stuff. I will play something. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, they will be spoopy. Most likely. Even that I'm not going to fully commit to, but that's what I want to do right now. So that's what I'm going to claim to do. And then Thursday and Saturdays will be power hours. Halloween night is kind of a toss-up. It will probably be something spoopy, but there's a non-zero chance I don't even stream that night, because my kids are concocting plans with their friends, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. So I'll keep you all appraised. I'll let you know once I know. Oddish will be too scared. So yeah, so yes, long story short, the TLDR, Spooktober is not canceled, but the schedule is. I'm just gonna fly free and loose for the next couple of weeks. I realized I don't feel quite ready to launch into what I've been planning for November, to start up Space Chem and the other stuff I've been thinking about. I do still want the next 2 weeks to do other stuff. Doesn't mean you're not wearing underwear, does it? Why do you ask questions you don't want the answers to? Why would you do that to yourself? Just my shit myself on stream again. The schedule, that's when you plan like 6 events in a row and realize after 2 that's way more than you can handle. No, that is totally where I'm at with schedules. Like, honestly, I don't even know if you're joking or not, but it is the God's honest truth for me right now. My schedules are highly aspirational for me now. I have too many whims. I'm too whimsical, chat. I've been deeper and deeper into whimsy these days. Reminds me I should go back and play Golden Crone Hotel. Roguelikes are tough for me. I get frustrated and quick, surprisingly easy. Yeah, that's the thing. You need a different mindset approaching roguelikes. I think you have to start with roguelikes from a place of dying is fun. You have to see the fun and the humor in just dying over and over and over again. And you can't do that with all roguelikes. I've certainly played roguelikes where dying was a frustrating setback. There wasn't really any fun in it, and I didn't play those anymore. But the ones that I do like, I mean, the first one that always comes to mind when I talk about this is Spelunky. Death in Spelunky is the highlight of that game. It is the reason that you play it. Like, you don't play Spelunky to beat the game, get the gold, get the girl. You play Spelunky to see how awful your end is going to be. And it is gonna be hilarious. What the What? What the fuck is going on with what? Arcane? Never start roguelike expecting to beat. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Some of the worst times I've had with roguelikes are when I beat them on the first run. Because then my expectations are all fouled up. And when I die on the second, third, fourth runs, I just get frustrated with myself. Because I'm like, why can't I do that first thing again? What's up, Grunt Fodder? Thank you for the 60 stream streak. I managed to kill chat 60 times in a row. That's kind of like a roguelike. Huh. Crazy. Pixel game equivalent of ragdoll death physics. Good evening, $10. Good evening, F-Zero Racer. I do hope you eventually check out Mothered, but yeah, I get the schedule pains. Okay. That was another thing, actually, because last night we played the Enigma Machine, which I believe is the game in that trilogy that comes before Mothered. And long story short, it made me motion sick. The way they handle their 3D in that, and the way everything moves, made me feel pretty gross. So yeah, I was kind of considering that when I looked at the schedule and saw that I put Mothered on there, like not next week, but the week after. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I feel bad about it, but I refunded the Enigma Machine. because there's no way I can get through it. Not for me. Sometimes I need to die on purpose in order to break the tension and enjoy them more. See, that's smart. That's smart. I have trouble bringing myself to do that. So I feel about playing Shadowgate. I love finding all the deaths in that game. That one has a lot of hilarious deaths in it, too. Platonic Ideal Roguelike is a game where you lose every time, but you learn something from each death and never repeat your mistakes. And make all new ones next time. Yes, that is a very good point. And it's a very hard thing for games to achieve. It's hard to make failure not be repetitive. You know, and some genres are much more susceptible to that than others. I think horror games in particular, since we're talking about them. If you keep dying on the same part in a horror game over and over and over again, like the actual visceral horror of it just gets sucked out almost instantly. Is it an impressive vocal song for an SNES game? It is, isn't it? I was thinking that too. This is from Albert Odyssey, which I gotta say is a really unfortunate name. I always think of Alfred Chicken when I read Albert Odyssey. Like, I feel like an Odyssey should have some kind of grandiose naming scheme to it, not some guy named Albert. I don't know. Apologies to anybody in chat named Albert, or who has a particular fondness for somebody named Albert, but I mean, Albert Odyssey, come on, man. Come on. Any horror visual novels about collecting deaths? Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it? That is true. Want to see Albert Odyssey? Same, don't know why Alfred Chicken, but now. But yeah. Sunsoft game, that explains the good music. So yeah. Anyway, chat, that's what I wanted to let you know. Spooktober is not canceled, but it is different, and I'll make a post about this on Discord tomorrow to let people know. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. My younger daughter's having a birthday party, and I'm having to coordinate the whole thing while my wife is in Japan. That's been a major source of anxiety for me. But tomorrow it'll be done, and then I won't have to think about it anymore. You frightened of change, chat? Change is exciting. Change is good. Change is a good thing. Inventing a horror game where you die over and over at the same point, use that to create a feeling of being trapped. That could be interesting. I was always really impressed with Spooky's House of Jump Scares, Spooky's Jump Scare Manor. I forget what they call it now. It kind of did the opposite. It turned repetition and almost tedium into horror. It was really, really good about lulling you into a false sense of security by having you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then right when you start to get complacent, like, it just smacks you in the face. And sometimes it does it in really funny ways, and sometimes it does it in genuinely horrifying ways. This won't need to hire a clown. Ah. Dying over and over again to create a feeling of being trapped brings up a game I want to see played, but it's a bit of a spoiler to mention it now. Keep that in the back of your head, and once we forget this notion, you can bring it up on a different night, I think. If you don't want to play Mother, can I suggest a new horror game that came out? Some new game called Mario Party Jamboree. I don't know. That's pretty high concept for me, though. The existential horror of being trapped in a game over which you have no control. Being faced with the realization that your fate is entirely out of your hands. Getting jump scared by a cardboard cutout is good. It is so good. Yeah, it made a cardboard cutout scary. I will always give that game just like top props for that. I shrieked at a cardboard cutout of a cutesy spider because that game so effectively lulled me into complacency. Just gonna watch a few Jigsaw films to get in the mindset. Oh my god. If you have no control, you might actually be good at something for once. I know, right? Just keep rolling until I actually win one. Until the game is just like, here, have like 10 stars. You won the complacent idiot prize. 5 stars oddish. That's how the existential horror of being stuck in a never-ending game. Oh, Talisman? I only ever hear people badmouth Talisman. And I think I've looked at the store page for it. And like on the surface, it seems innocuous enough, but yeah. Another streamer I watch fills several hours with 24-hour charity streams with just way too many Mario Party turns. Horrifying. You know, chat, I have actually played Mario Party with my younger daughter. We got her Mario Party for Christmas last year or something. I forget when it was. And I did end up playing a bunch with her, and it is fun. I see the appeal. It is arbitrary as hell. But again, if you can approach it with a roguelike mindset, where instead of playing Mario Party to win, you play Mario Party to see how hilariously ignoble your failure is, then it's great. It was fine in the 80s and 90s before board games got good. So when it was competing with the likes of Monopoly. You roll dice and succeed or fail, largely the whims of RNG, except the last 6 hours. Is the secret of everywhere when an NPC declares that you're all just characters in a video game, you can turn them into a chicken? Is it? I don't remember that. I do not remember that. I offhand, I don't remember how meta Secret of Evermore gets. Come to think of it. I do think characters compare their situation to a video game. Motherfucking Catan compared to Monopoly. Legit can't remember that. I mean, it might also be from a different game, too. That's why Worst Elephant is asking. So. That's its secret. It's always meta. Always has been. So. Mario Party is best enjoyed with the goal of rat fucking everyone else instead of winning. I mean, honestly, that improves a lot of multiplayer games. If you don't play to win, you play to make everybody else lose. And it does seem, it seems like a lot of game design, like board game designers and video game designers have come to recognize that and make games where scheming and rat fucking are the order of the day. Don't mind me, I'm just stalling till we get to the Der Langerser music play. Ah, you saw that, didn't you? I had a feeling you would. Well, lucky for you, they alphabetized this thing. Just trying to make a Dokapon Kingdom. Dude, after watching Super Eye Patch Wolf play Dokapon Kingdom, oh my god. Y'all couldn't pay me to do that. But one kind of negative with Scald. Hired mercs, fantastic idea, but not when you have an extremely limited main cast. Yeah, the hired mercs were something in Scald that I thought were kind of unnecessary. Because by the end of the game, I had a very complete party, and I didn't want to swap anybody out. I guess it's to make the earlier stuff easier. And yeah, before you get up to like 3 or 4 party members, it can be kind of rough, but I just stuck it out and had more complete characters to show for it. In Dokapon, you can roll a 0 because go fuck yourself. Fun fact, Der Langerser means the Langerser. The more you know. It really does. It really, really does. Different kind of horror. Uh-oh. You start the game and you easily win. 100% Orange is my favorite. Games primarily dice rolling. Quick rounds, character variety, card play, and ability to make a comeback. All make it a lot of fun. I remember we played it one night and it was pretty fun. It was pretty entertaining. It had just enough strategy to make it feel really, really interactive and engaging. What you're saying is we need to compel Ash to play it sometime. You couldn't pay me. You could not. Start a different game, you easily win. Another, all games effortlessly beaten. I saw that episode of The Twilight Zone, man. That would be a pretty good concept for a game. I think, I want to say Stanley Parable touched on that. Didn't it? There was like a room with a button, and you press the button and you won. And it was a big commentary on like the gratification offered by video games. It's been a long time since I played the Stanley Parable. I think if I started up the Stanley Parable now, I would get that achievement for not playing it for 5 years. Sounds very Stanley, yeah. Never got to actually win unless you were willing to do it for literal real-life hours. Puzzle game where you have to figure out how to lose. Oh, dude, I love ones like that. There are a couple indie ones out there where you have to kill your character. And it gets increasingly difficult to figure out how to kill them. And like, the not so good ones are basically just an inversion of a normal puzzle room where there's like one spike in the entire room and you have to go through this whole rigmarole to... Yeah, Karoshi. Karoshi is the good one. Karoshi is the really, really cool one because instead of just taking the lazy way out and doing that, it has all kinds of different like themes and gimmicks to it, and it's endlessly entertaining. It's really, really cool. Stanley Parable is all commentary on the relationship between player and game. It is, and I love it. I love it for it. Creators of It'll Do made a pretty fun Dokapon-like board game called Heartwood Heroes. Went completely under the radar. Yeah, I never even heard of that. I'm glad you mentioned it, F-Zero Racer. That's interesting. Cool. Anyway, chat, this is an excellent conversation. I am enjoying it a lot. But we do have a magazine in front of us. And since we started late, it's already past 10 o'clock. So I think we should probably get to it. But before we do that, I'm gonna go check on my kids real quick. So go ahead and, I mean, you've been staring at this for the last half an hour at least, so stare at it just a little longer, and I'll be right back. Where'd that magazine come from? Alrighty, we're good. We're all good. Magazine comes on. Monopoly. Manic did where I did. History's greatest monster. Why is Monopoly on this list? That is an excellent question. I feel like the NES list just kind of calcified after 1993 ended. Like, Zoda's Revenge made it on there, but since there were barely any new releases, there wasn't really any reason for people to vote differently, you know? Ugh. You prefer Ken Griffey Jr.? Tracer Sama's intervention. We have to have a chat about your addiction to axles. Fun fact, Super Mario Bros. 3 is actually a reskin of a Japanese game called Doki 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 Panic. Digging the organ music? What is this from? This is from Dark Half. An Enix game from 1996. Interesting. Interesting. Stunned that Monopoly has stuck around this long. The NES IRL or both. I mean, Monopoly is stuck around IRL because they keep making like collector's editions of it, like licensed versions, licensed to just fucking everything. Yeah, in the days before Square, back when Enix was the Dragon Quest people and Dragon Quest adjacent things. Has the top loader NES come out? Yes, the top loader NES was out in '93. It has been out for a while now, and it's probably Dark Half. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. You may not request some of these OST games. I knew when I tried Chaos Seed last time that some people were gonna get the wrong ideas. That was a special engagement. And this is my top loading NES. I wish I had gotten one. I mean, it doesn't matter now. I have the AVS, but you know. Interesting thing about the AVS, actually, I can't show you because I've kind of made an impromptu like tower of power here. But inside the lid, it loads horizontally for American games, and it loads vertically for Japanese games. There's two separate pin connectors, and the US one is oriented horizontally, and the Japanese one's oriented vertically, like the original systems for both regions. Really need to get an NES at some point? You should. It's fun. Get a top loader one if you can. I always said if you aren't having fun while playing Monopoly, that's a feature of the game, not a bug. Kirby's Pinball Land. I love Kirby's Pinball Land. It will about kick you in the dick, but I do love it. Have I never hear I say Tower of Power again? Well, you kind of cursed yourself by typing it out, didn't you? Jesus, Eva. Anyway, let's talk about these games, and then we'll actually play some, and then we can move on to the now playing. Quick glance, top loader NESs are listing for around 200. I'm not surprised. If anything, I would expect them to be more expensive than that because they were pretty rare. Again, they came out in '93. Most people that had NESs didn't go in for the top loaders, even though they were cheap. Back in the day, they were 50 bucks. Oh God, what is this? What a way to caption your image, Arcane. You may zoom in on the dong area as it's topical, but that's up to you. And you expect me to click on this now? Because I'm definitely clicking on this. Oh God. So that's gonna require some explanation about a week from now. It's like a little in-joke for us now. Kirby's Dream Course is an awesome and very novel game, even nowadays. I'm really looking forward to getting around to that, because I never played it. As much as I love Kirby, it was like... I was never really that well versed with Kirby. I think Kirby's Pinball Land was like my first Kirby game ever. So in that respect, it's kind of amazing I end up loving Kirby at all. But then I got Kirby Superstar, and holy shit, that's one of the best games on the system. Anyway, chat, let's talk about the Super NES Top 20 this month. Mortal Kombat is at the... Oh, did we make it? Nice. Mortal Kombat is at the top, besting Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I guess people really didn't care about the lack of blood in it. I guess they just wanted their combat. Super Metroid in its first month jumps up to 3rd place. Bye-bye, Link to the Past, and Super Mario Kart. And we got Super Mario All-Stars, Secret of Mana, NHL Stanley Cup, Ken Griffey Jr., and Megaman X are the top 10. And then Madden, NFL, Disney's Aladdin, Super Empire Strikes Back, NBA Jam, Mario Paint, Star Fox, NHL Hockey 94, Jurassic Park, Timothy Tournament Fighters, and NCAA Basketball. Is it just me, or has Star Fox fallen off real fast? Like, in fact, hang on a second, I want to check something. Star Fox had a cover, didn't it? I guess it was farther back than I thought. It should be the most innovative game of 1994. Yeah. Whatever the hell award it won. People played Route 1, loved it, and then played Route 3 and threw it away. Nintendo Power's editing strikes again. Why does the Super Mario Land 2 show a screenshot from Super Mario Land 1? I was looking at that when I was waiting to start the stream today. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. NHL Stanley Cup, they made a lot of changes as franchise for Stanley Parable game. Okay, we talked about this last time. I'm gonna pose the question to you again. Are there any bad games in the Super NES Top 20? Because God Christ, there are some bad games in the Game Boy and NES Top 20s. Some of them have even been requested already. But are there any bad games in the Super NES Top 20? Yes, specifically Super NES, yeah. Now, Super NES Jurassic Park is good. I've started getting into that one. I really like it, and it's got those really cool first-person sequences inside the buildings. Sports Ball is bad by default. Madden is pretty mid. I'd hate it. Depends on how bad you think Jurassic Park and Super Empire are. I don't dislike either of those games. I grew up with Super Empire Strikes Back, and like I said, I've come around on Jurassic Park. 6 of the SNES Top 20 are sports games. It's easy to forget now, since the games that really stuck with most of us from this era were like RPGs and platformers and stuff. Sports games have always been huge. Like, sports games have always been a really big and really important part of the game industry. They've never really appealed to me, and I can safely assume that most of our audience wasn't really the target demographic for them either. But that doesn't change the fact that they are hugely influential and hugely important, and I don't think the industry as a whole would be what it is today without the boost that they gave it. Sports games were on the Atari 2600. Yeah, I mean, I have to assume it was one of the very first ideas for video games. Like, when you could have electronic entertainment, why not simulate physical activity? physical sports. Sports games of this era are more arcadey and therefore more fun. Yeah, Pong is tennis. Pong is basically just tennis. I was playing Madden back and NBA Jam back then, but that was it. I also played sports-like games on the Intellivision too, baseball, football. I mean, the original NES lineup was like, you know, it was Mario and Zelda, and then like baseball and golf and ice hockey. Like, sports games were an integral part of the NES's appeal right from its launch, you know? I joke I played the hell out of Double Dribble on the NES. Yeah, I feel like pretty much everybody has at least one or two sports games that they got really attached to. Like, for me it came a lot later, but like, I love the SSX game. I absolutely adore them. Space Wars, basically sports of your spaceship. Easy to forget that sports games were a real thing for the days of Madden, FIFA, hell we have now. That is a good point too. There was a lot more variety to sports game. A lot more sports were represented. Like, what's the last good volleyball game that came out? I don't know, man. Even golf games have fallen off after the Lynx and Tiger Woods series went dormant. DOA. Oh God. Actually never wound up playing the SSX games, not out of specific avoidance, it just never happened. I wouldn't have had any interest in them if my roommate in high school hadn't gotten really hooked on the original SSX. And like, I liked it. I had a good time with it, but yeah, when Tricky came out, oh my God. Tricky was, I sank so much of my life into Tricky. Strong indie golf game scene, I think mostly gimmick games like the one where you're in hell. Golf with Mario is pretty much a pack-in on the Game Boy over here. I mean, I own golf. Like I think my dad got it. He wanted to give it a try. But yeah, I own Game Boy Golf. Curse to golf. Oh yeah, that is an indie game, isn't it? Say Tricky and I think of the annoying dinosaur from Star Fox Adventures. I get a visceral cringe reaction. Glad I never played that then. Lots of people like golf with friends, although it's not really a sport. I mean, mini golf is a sport. It's kind of like trying to argue that things aren't art. Like, sorry, everything is art. Everything is also a sport. Lots of golf-themed puzzlers or platformers, not so many straight-up golf sims. Yeah, exactly. There was a series, the golf something, the golf club, maybe, and it got a sequel, but that was all like a decade ago or something. Who's the world champion at sleeping? Not me. I wish I was though. Anyway, I better get started playing some of these. We're never gonna get through the evening. And I get the feeling y'all are probably interested in moving on from this issue. Alright, since we're here... Alright. We'll start on the Super Nintendo since we're right here. Video games are art. Anytime someone on Reddit starts a post by declaring that games are art, they're about to be extremely annoying about something. Oh, you need to run afoul of the really galaxy brain people, the ones who will spill endless ink to argue that games are not art. Fucking fascinating stuff. Those folks. Hang on a second. Oh my God, monitor. Jesus. Hang on. Everything's gonna jump around for a second. It's gonna suck. Bear with me. Oh, huh. I guess C-Display is smart enough not to be fazed by that. Games are not art, but they are a sandwich, unlike a hot dog. It's been an unexpectedly good issue. It's true, it has. It really, really has. All right, where the fuck did all my... Oh my god. Hang on. Where's my... Where did OBS go? Here's our Jack Nicklaus golf and course design guidance. Good question. All right, NCAA. Wow, there's a bunch of these. Then I just want to make a Marcel Duchamp presents fountain game. All right, sorry, Durlangrisser will have to wait, but we'll be back. Don't you worry. There are video games to be had. Oh, see now down in the magazine box. Now it's all fucked up. Exhibit me. Choose your conference and team. Alright, well, I'm gonna be UNC. And we're gonna battle Duke. The age-old rivalry. Short and easy. Yay! See, Tar Heels versus the Devils. Easy to tell who the good guy is here. Durlangris gone. So this is the one that has like the really crazy rendering. Like, this is a wildly impressive looking game, but I don't know that it necessarily plays very well. No, I want to shoot. No! Oh god, what Liminal Void are we playing in? See, that's the price. The NES can handle this kind of rotation and faux 3D, but you don't get anything else. Damn, dude. Use all 7 modes of Mode 7 at once. You're in for a bad time. Alright. What's the shoot button? I just want to shoot. Shoot him! Okay, that's the... Oh, there it is.
Foul point guard.
Foul point guard. Hey! She used a sand wedge. Oh, that was terrible. Wait, what? But that wasn't even close. Probably Mode 7, isn't it? You don't get a background layer? Yeah. I mean, think about it. Think about it for a second. How in God's name would they have done a background here? How would they have made anything that looked any good? With the way that this court is swooping and swinging around. Probably have auto headshot mode on. Maybe the difficulty factors into it, since we are playing on easy. Oof. By not making a basketball game in the first place. But as we so often do, I must give these developers props for the technical achievement here. This is remarkable. It's just, you know, Star Fox is a bit aspirational in what it does, but it still manages to be a very solid game. This is highly aspirational, but I don't think it makes as good of an experience because they couldn't do anything about the background, you know? Playing in this bizarre blue void is not super captivating, you know? Oh, come on, man. Just represent what a sports-obsessed anime protagonist sees when playing. Yeah. Nothing else exists. Nothing else matters. Also, from all my years of playing indie games, like, all these characters look like indie point-and-click protagonists. Like, I feel like I need to pull up a menu and examine the ball for clues. Good job, idiot. Glad the backroom dome could host the NCAA tournament this year. Charge! Get it! Oh, dunked on! Alright, I'm gonna stop there. I have dunked on Duke. That's all that I really needed tonight. That's all I aspired to. So I went to UNC Chapel Hill. That was my university. And okay, give me a second to rearrange everything because it all looks terrible now. And for those of you that don't know, Chapel Hill has a long-standing and absolutely bitter rivalry with Duke. Just straight fucking toxic. And it was a real big deal for everybody, but especially in sports. Why so bitter? I mean, just why not, right? Just two universities at the time, at least, very similar ranks. A lot of competition between them for everything, and that just breeds rivalry. Sports ball, that's why. Yeah, it was mainly centered around football. Just an absolutely intense football rivalry. And I remember I had a military history professor. I took a military history class as an elective because it sounded cool and more engaging than regular history. And it was, too. Professor was amazing. Probably one of the best professors I've ever had. But I remember he had a speech he would give when we were coming up on the big UNC Duke game. And it was straight up like rallying the troops. Like, it was a speech about the forces of good rallying to defeat the forces of evil. And it was so funny. It was so great. Perfect setup for Romeo and Juliet story. Oh, definitely. Definitely. That's why the Bowser fight in Super Mario World is just a black sky, because Bowser's clown car is zooming in his mode 7. Yeah. Yeah, you can always kind of tell when mode 7 is happening, because nothing else besides mode 7 gets to happen. It really was perfect for world maps, though, because you could just do like a sky gradient behind it and just have the world be the mode 7 map, and it just worked out great. Did you do the St. Crispin's Day speech from Henry V? No, it was his own speech. It was from the heart too. He hated Duke from the very depth of his soul, like any good and noble person does. Did you enter our dog fraternity sassily steer the mascot animal the night before the big game? I have no idea. Oh man. Brings back a lot of memories, it does. Not unlike the magazine, which is chock-a-block with memories. Let's talk about Game Boy games, chat. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is absolutely killing everything on the list, and that's no surprise. It's one of the biggest and best games on the system at the time. Second place, ignore the screenshot. This is in fact Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Third is Kirby's Dream Land. Fourth is Kirby's Pinball Land. Fifth is Metroid 2, which usually slides further down the rankings if I remember correctly. People didn't seem to be real keen on Metroid 2. I am, though. I love it. I missed that the two teams mentioned are the ones you played right now. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the Tar Heels and the Blue Devils. UNC Chapel Hill and Duke University. It's also why Yoshi's Island was such a big deal, because the Super FX could scale and warp individual sprites. And God, they used it to such amazing effect. Like, Yoshi's Island is just an incredible experience. I'm excited to get back to that in the magazine again, so I have another excuse to play it. It's so much fun. Alright, Mortal Kombat, Super Mario Land, Tetris 2, Tetris 1, and Wario Land are the rest of the top 10. And then Baseball 2000, Jurassic Park, Final Fantasy Adventure, Dr. Mario TMNT, Megaman 4, Final Fantasy Legend, NBA Challenge 2, Yoshi's Cookie, and F1 Race are the rest. The Final Fantasy games on Game Boy are very interesting. They seem to cycle in and out without a whole lot of logic to them. Like, currently it's Final Fantasy Adventure, which is the original Mana game. Very, very Zelda in its execution. And the original Final Fantasy Legend. Genuinely enjoy Final Fantasy Legend 3. I love all of them. I had all of them. I only really played 1 and 2 as a kid. I didn't really play 3 until I streamed the whole thing a couple of years back. 3, at this point, 3 is probably my favorite. But it's also the least saga-like. It's the closest to just a regular Final Fantasy game. And then I still really like 1. 1 is absolutely bizarre, but I love it. And then 2 is still good, but 2 is kind of a rough experience. When I was a kid, it was the exact opposite. 2 was my favorite. I really liked 1, and then I couldn't get into 3. So I guess that's maturing tastes. Loved all of them. I think I could only beat 3 as a kid. I struggled mightily with the degrading weapons in 2. I beat 1 as a kid. It was a struggle. It was not easy, which is funny because now going back to it, it is actually really easy. But yeah, it was a real struggle to beat as a kid. I never beat 2 as a kid. I only beat it as an adult when I streamed it. The end of that game is so fucking hard. It's such a slog. And then yeah, the only time I ever really played 3 was when I streamed it, and I beat it then, and it was great. Start to finish, it was great. Had a surprisingly involved story. Did a lot of cool stuff with its time travel mechanics. It was just a great game all the way around. So let's see. All right, we got 2 requests from the Game Boy. Let's get on those. I don't miss the grinds that old RPGs made you do. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Final Fantasy 2, the random encounter account is really punishing. It is. It's got, well, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 both have this thing. You can save anywhere in them, which is really cool. You can save every step if you want. But when you load back into your game, it actually rolls a random encounter chance. So you can actually be attacked by monsters the moment you load your save game, which I think is hilarious. I really like the story for Legends 2, even if it is kind of silly. I do too. I think it's great. I still want to love 2. Like, I have a lot of fondness and nostalgia for that game, and I really like the structure of it, and I really like the style of it. I want to like it the best out of the 3. Mechanically, though, I feel like it's the roughest. I don't know if the mechanics of 1 and 3 just ultimately clicked better for me, but I feel like 2, it's more complicated, it's more involved to actually like make a good party in that one. It is not easy. Alrighty. I think I got so annoyed with the encounter rate in Legends 2 and that huge stairway in the final dungeon. Mobs can two-shot your party even at high level. I resorted to saving, loading every few steps until I got the boss. Yeah, I am not going to defend the final dungeon in Legend 2. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. And actually, probably owing to its encounter rate, like Legend 2 probably has the worst dungeon. Some of them are just ass. Some of them are so bad. So bad, chat. And the final bosses. God, Legend 2 is so... It's got so many neat ideas. I love the concept of the final boss. Like, I think it's so... Like, it's so out of left field, but like in an interesting way, you know? I don't like JRPG bosses that just come out of nowhere, that weren't mentioned anywhere in the game, that never really that never came up, that weren't thematically consistent with anything. They just like bloop into existence, and you have to fight them. And like the Final Fantasy franchise does have kind of a problem with that. But I make an exception for Final Fantasy Legend 2 because it's such a bizarre concept. I wrap all the way around to kind of loving it again. Unfortunately, it's an awful fight. But I can't help it. It's just such a neat idea. Doot 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 doot. Doot doot. I always thought the Goombas in this game looked like skulls. Spoilers for me to ask what the neat idea was? No, I will happily spoil it for you. Chat, anybody who doesn't want to be spoiled on an absolutely ancient-ass Game Boy RPG, tune out for like the next 5 minutes or so. So in Final Fantasy Legend 2, there are these... The world is connected... Okay. The world is made up of all these shards that are connected by these towers. And scattered across the worlds are these magical artifacts called magi. And it's said that if you collect all the magi, you can gain your heart's desire. Whatever, you know, it's usual fantasy RPG, like find the MacGuffin, get your wish, or whatever, right? The main character's dad is out there seeking magi, and the main character wants to find them, so they go seeking magi themselves and end up collecting them all, because they are the protagonists. And they discover that the Magi actually forms a god, one of the gods of creation. But in doing this, they got all 151. But in the process of this quest, the Magi did destabilize the foundations of the world, and they have to do something about that. So, at the very end of the game, it's so bizarre, man. At the very end of the game, you descend into the heart of the world, and there is a giant computer. And it's guarded by an automated security system. And the final boss of the game is half of the security system. The god you awoke from the Magi takes care of the other half. But basically, you all have to destroy the security system so she can hack the Cosmic Gibson and make it so everything doesn't collapse. And I kind of love it. Connected by magical towers, so old school. Nowadays, we connect things via hotels. I know, right? We've come so far. End Eve alert! Brace yourselves, chat. Jesus Christ. If I get caught stealing this board game, I may get sent to jail, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Wow. That's an awesome idea. It is. It's an absolutely awesome idea. The problem is, the dungeon where you descend into the heart of the world sucks ass. And the actual fight with the security system sucks ass. It's a lot to take in. It's nice to have those sort of insane plot in games. It really is. It really is. You know, there's no shortage of like powerful megalomaniac either trying to rule or destroy the world. And like, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy Legend 2 has that. Because the whole reason shit gets destabilized is because one of the other existing gods tries to collect the Magi so they can become the supreme god, and it doesn't go very well. You guys remake made the last dungeon look super cool and still a slog to drag yourself through. That's a shame. I take it the DS remake didn't retool the encounter rate. I think she said it's a cyclical thing where someone's supposed to collect the Magi every 1,000 years or something. Like someone has to move the mouse on the universal PC. Oh god, I think you're right, Deep Thought. I think you're right. Like yeah, she has to be reassembled and reawakened because the system, like the Matrix. The Matrix has to be rebooted every so often. Why'd we come out of a UFO? I don't fucking know. Odin in Final Fantasy Legend 2 is one of the coolest games. He is. I love that. It's one of the neatest parts of the game. Like I remember thinking the whole, like through the entire game. Like, oh, this is cool. They set this up this way. And then when you actually come across the payoff, it's like, no way. Like, you realize why they did it, and it's just so cool. First time you party wipe after you defeat Odin's mindfuck? Yeah. It's so neat. I'll always be a big fan of Final Fantasy Legend 2. Always. I know the consensus on Mario Land was one of the first two games I played with Tetris and I loved it. No, it's good. It's definitely a classic. It's got warts, you know? Understandable for the launch title of a new system, you know? They can't all be Super Mario World. And it's just like, I feel like Super Mario Land is mainly notable for being weird. Like, it's just this strangely incongruous Mario game. Like, why is it like this? Why did this happen? It's cool. Like, I'm glad it exists. But why? Because Egypt, I guess. As good an explanation as I could come up with. Oh shit. Oh no, I fucked it. This is Super Mario Brothers 2, which only has one warp. Fucking give me UFOs in every Mario game. I wish they would come back around to this. Like, Nintendo trades heavily on nostalgia. They love to, oh god. And the shmup stages. Why does the game have shmup stages? Who cares? It's awesome. But yeah, they need to come back around to this. They need to make a new Super Mario Land. With just weird ass enemies and situations and shmup stages and stuff. I think I agree the music is fantastic. Not fantastic for a Game Boy game, but straight up fantastic. I agree. Like, so many of the songs in this game are just incredibly catchy. Sarasa Land is the Mushroom Kingdom turned 45 degrees or something. Is that really it? Also, can you imagine how claustrophobic this submarine would be? Like, Mario's head takes up the entire cockpit. It's kind of fucked, man. I wonder if it got memory hole because Gunpei Yokai game? Yokoi game? Could be, I suppose. Mario! 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 Mario's very sensitive about how big his head is. Still better submersible than billionaire deep sea crusher. Ba 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 ba. Time to leave the submarine controller. Stop working while Mario's investigating. Die in the vastness of the deep. I was turning to the ending theme to show people what the Game Boy sound chip could do even the system's launch. The ending theme is an all-time great. It is so good. Oh, Daisy. Bye. Wow, the octopus's name was also Daisy. That's amazing. All right, chat. Da-da-da-da-da. You made it, Lodra. Thank you so much for subscribing for 54 months and a tier 3, no less. Thank you so much for that. Extremely generous of you. Hope you're doing well. You're just in time for some Kirby's Pinball Land. Now we've done Super's Mario Land. 54 months, that's nearly a year. Pinball. Pinball. Yay, Kirby. I love Kirby. I'm looking forward to getting to the other Dreamland games. I think maybe I played 2 emulated, but I've never played 3 on the Super Nintendo. Not even after they added it to the Switch Online service. Pinball. Wooding. Every year you use 52 months in it. It's actually a stereo sound too. Alright. New game me. Poppy. Kirby games have amazing music too. Just amazingly catchy. Hey, I need that guy. Get over there. There we go. Whoop. Oh, you know what? I should probably, since people are coming in at this hour, I should probably remind folks what I said at the beginning. So regarding Spooktober, last night I was talking about how tired and stressed I've been and how Spooktober is taking a bit of a toll on me. So I might need to dispense with it. Well, I've had a thought about it. I've considered my options and what I really want to do. I've decided that I'm actually going to continue doing Spooktober stuff, just not on the schedule that we've been using. So if you've requested something on the schedule that we haven't gotten to, or you're looking forward to it, sorry, but I'm afraid we won't be getting to it. But instead, I'm going to be doing Spookytober stuff that I've been feeling like doing. And that's going to be all kinds of things. Like, I've been thinking about, yes, got it. Boss time! I think it's cool that in the boss stage, you actually play as Kirby, not just ball Kirby. Kirby, get the fuck up there. Poppy's a pain in the ass, because his bomb, you saw it there, his bomb will freeze your flippers. Oh no! I was doing so well. Croco sounds like a Juggler's nom de guerre. Tight. Oh no! Oh, it's all falling apart, chat. There we go. No! No! Ah! This game is such a fucker. This game is such a fucker. I love it, but this game is such a fucker. Went to all that trouble to get Frosty up and didn't even use him. Oh, there we go. Kirby's Pinball Land is not for the faint of heart. You kind of need to approach this game the same way you approach roguelikes. Expect to lose. No! Yeah! Boom! My heart already fainted. Shit! No, 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 no! Ah! Okay. That was a miracle. Oh, hold it. No! Oh, God. Oh, I thought I beefed that. Get him, Kirbo! We got him! I have beaten a boss in this game and then failed to hit the key. Fell down the drain and had to do the fight over again. My God! It's true, chat. It can be done. I don't expect anybody to believe me when I say this, but I feel obligated to say it. I have beaten this game. Kirby, I need a bomb? How's that sound? You like bombs, right? There's a real Kirby. It's not that I don't believe you. Actually, I'm also getting a crazy good score this time. I don't remember if we actually did Krako's stage the last time we played this. Yeesh. Oh my God, just hit the stupid moon. Oh God, oh Jesus. No, the one fucking star under him. There we go. Whew, okay. Would you say you're successfully aiming in this game? Yes. This is not guesswork. I am trying to hit specific things in this game. Oh my god. Chat. Chat. I've actually tried to play real pinball a few times. I can say with certainty that video game pinball often gives you a lot more control of the ball than real machines do. Is this the run? The terror I feel when you get near the gutter. No, my heart stops every time. Every time. Oh no! Get up there, get up there! You'll be the first person to beat Kirby's Pinball Land! Get. Come on, get it. Come on, get up there. Nope. Okay. There we go. No! No! Oh, thank God. No! Getting over with Kirby. Oh, I missed UFO Kirby. There is a win condition to this. If you can beat all three of the bosses, you get to fight DDD. And if you beat DDD, you win. This game can be beaten. Theoretically. Get his... Oh, shit. Cappies are such a pain in the ass. There we go. Yes, there we go. No! No! Music kind of bangs. Again, it has amazing soundtrack. It's really good. Christ, Chad, is Wispy Woods the hardest table? Is this really a thing? No! Yes! Hey! I'm gonna miss that, aren't I? Nope, I got it. Sweet. So you probably figured it out, but you want the slot machine to show 3 Kirbys. Because if it does, then the big Kirby up there will grab the ball and chuck it up to the next stage. And of course I missed the Maximum Tomato. So you should have gone with the original instead of extra wispy. No! I cannot get that ball up in that corner. Yeah! I go for some curry. Just haven't had curry in a while. I should make some curry sometime. Pretty easy. No. Oh. That's a crazy good score, though. That is a crazy good score. That sucked. That was my best chance at launching all the way up to the top. I went and done and gone and fucked it. There. Nope. I try the Vermont curry block. Vermont curry is absolutely delicious. It might be my favorite Japanese curry. It's got these lovely fruity notes to it. It's just really, really good. Yes. No. What? Okay, whatever, man. Oh man, while the UFO is out, you can't get the other bonuses. Oh shit. Tap down because I was distracted. I legitimately just thought it kept saying furry. No! No! Just think you have your Monopoly after this? Oh yeah. Yeah, tonight's fucking party it is. We might not actually finish this issue tonight. It all depends on what y'all want to do on Now Playing. Okay, get up there. Go, Kirby! I have died because of that pop-up before. Yes, yes, no, yes. God, Kirby, get up there. No, wrong way. If you're wondering why the screen keeps shaking, no. If you're wondering why the screen keeps shaking, so left on the D-pad is the left flipper, and A is the right flipper, and any other button you touch, including the other directions on the D-pad, is shake the table. So oh no. So I don't intend to keep shaking the table, but because it's all over the D-pad, it's kind of hard not to. Man, it is so easy to just... Like, sometimes you get super lucky, and you knock out a bunch of... Fuck off, man. you knock out a bunch of the cappies at once, and then other times you just like thread the needle between them. There we go. Wow. That's what that. No, I need to actually hit him. Oh my god. I'm really good at hitting that loop, apparently. Chat, the absolute desperation in my soul. No! Yes! Okay. Oh, wait, what? There it is, there it is, there it is. Oh my god! Kirby is pain, chat. We're throwing this into the ocean already? Yes! Okay, now I just got... now I just have to hit the loop somehow. Come on. No! Oh my god! I hate this table! Why is this table like this? Why is this table so evil? I genuinely don't understand how this happened. Like... Poppy and Kracko were so smooth, and then this one is hell. Fuck me. Oh my god. Last chance, chat. That is Kirby's Pinball Land in a nutshell. The last Kirby has kind of a dead-eyed stare. He knows what he's in for. He's seen what happened to the other Kirbys. Like, I didn't sign up for this shit. I just wanted to eat my curry. I didn't ask for this. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay. It's with me! Okay, so this one, he drops little spiky dudes. And if they hit your paddles, the paddles freeze. Get in there. Oh my god! Let's see if I get an extra life. Because I really need one right now. Ah, damn it. Well, we'll give it a try. I've only done this fight like once or twice, and I think it's really hard. That's definitely a bomb. Oh, shit. Nah. Look at his face. Look at his face. Okay, well that's a lot better than I normally do. If I remember correctly, yeah, he just fucking gave up, man. He's like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the DD fight is really long. Like, he has something like 3 or 4 phases. So yeah, I had to try it a ton of times as a kid before I got even close to beating it. So, but now, chat, you've seen more of Kirby's Pinball Land than I imagine you probably ever will. I would say if you beat DDD, you never have to play this game on stream. But I like it though, is the thing. I do like it. It is fun. You know what? You know what? I'm really proud of how we did there. I'm really proud of how that went. I am going to give myself a little treat. I'm going to give myself a reward for doing so well. I'm going to veto Monopoly. And we're going to move on. I don't even want to talk about the NES stuff. It's the same shit it is every month. Moving on. Big Kirby moves. That's right. Treat for us all. Everybody wins. Kirby does well. Everybody wins. All right. Welcome to Now Playing Chat. Let's see how much of this we can get through. It's a Spooktober miracle. I did veto Monopoly. That was my gift to myself for doing so well in Kirby's Pinball Land. And also spending so much time on Kirby's Pinball Land. I think we all earned that. Get my revenge, sure. Okay, so... Alright, looking at this right away, I see 2 things that weren't featured in the magazine. So there is some new stuff here. Now, let's start going through. Talk about Super Metroid. Ultimate Space Adventure comes to Super NES for the first time. May well be the best action-adventure game ever. Its unprecedented 24 megabits of memory for the Super Metroid is also the wave of the future. In this case, it was used to bring alive the planet Zebes, where Samus Aran must return to finish the Metroid threat once and for all. Excellent graphics, sound, stellar play control. There's lots of variety, secrets, twists, turns, and challenge. The minus side is even 100 megabits of Metroid wouldn't be enough. Okay. Did Mega Man Soccer actually come out? It did. It did. I actually remember seeing Mega Man Soccer cartridges in the used game shops. This is a very busty game. We've actually played it before. It sucks. It is not good. Jetsons, Invasion of the Plant Pirates. George Jetson must leave his comfortable life in orbit to combat the space pirates in order to save the world. Although this is a standard scrolling action game, George has some new ways to get around in space, some cool moves like tube travel and the pneumo-osmotic precipitator, good graphics and interesting challenge. On the other hand, play control using the pneumo-osmotic gun isn't easy to get used to. I mean, true, but I feel like this game deserves a little bit more credit for having a really innovative movement system that is absolutely worth learning. Must see how bad Megaman Soccer is. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, will you ever. Megaman Soccer shows up to Smite's self-torture streams from time to time. I think he has it on the damage shuffler somehow. I don't know what counts as damage in it, though. Maybe when you get, like, knocked down from a slide or something. Anyway, Knights of the Round. Search for the Holy Grail looks remarkably like Final Fight. Oh, man, called out. Damn. This action fighter from Capcom, Arthur, Lancelot, and Percival seek the Grail while beating the daylights out of an endless army of witless thugs. Good graphics and lots of challenge. Although it is tough to beat so many bad guys, little skill is involved. The stages are most remarkable for the lack of variety, unlike Final Fight and Final Fight 2. I think we might have actually talked about this in Knights of the Round, how the stages were just like featureless. They were just hallways. They were just like waiting rooms for the boss. Pinball Dreams from Game Tech. Game Tech's pinball simulation. Pinball Dreams give you action in 4 ways of 4 separate games: Ignition, Steel Wheel, Beatbox, and Nightmare. Each of the 4 games is a different board and different ways to score millions or lose everything. The overhead view in all the games scroll vertically. You blast the ball into the upper regions for a greatly extended playing field. You'll find lots of variety, and this is an amazing positive. You'll find lots of variety and in the 4 games. Each game has unique pinball elements. Scrolling perspective can be difficult to get used to. Ball speed can seem unrealistically fast. I do agree with the perspective. I think it plays from a really poor perspective. Would you rather play Kirby or Oh, Kirby, hands down, no question. I would play dozens of hours of Kirby before I play Pinball Dreams again. Was the pinball was this the pinball game we didn't like, or the one we really... I think this is the one we really didn't like, because the perspective made it basically unplayable, because it's straight top down and the camera just follows the ball, so you can't really see. It's really hard to tell how the ball's trajectory is going to line up with the flippers in time to actually do something about it. The other one was better. The perspective, I think, was a bit crunched in it, but it was a more interesting presentation. It was just easier to play. All right, Megaman's Soccer. Dr. Wily's provide the ultimate challenge: a team of robotic super soccer fiends to torment a team of Mega Men. It's a soccer simulation with characters from popular action series as the participants. Mega Man Soccer wins the title of strangest soccer game since Tecmo's RPG soccer game, and that's up against some pretty stiff competition when you consider Soccer Kid and the upcoming Hurricanes. Some of the highlights of Mega Man Soccer include customized team lineups, Super Kicks, Championship Tournament, Exhibition, and League play. Mega Man fans may get a kick out of the unique concept and fun characters. However, the poor play control is uncharacteristic of Capcom games. Pinball Dreams really needs the ad-lib to get the full music experience. Alright. Alright, Mega Mans. Brace yourselves. Football. Oh, that's not right. Hang on a sec. There we go. I'd be interested in knowing who sets these suggested retail prices. I have to assume the publisher hands them to Nintendo Power. Of course, it is Nintendo Power. They could just be making shit up. There's really no way to know. There's really no way to know. Oh, excuse me. Mega Man's. Mega Man. It really is Mega Man's possessive. Mega Man apostrophe S. Why would you do that? Yeah, Megaman's Soccer. Maybe officially noted prices registered with Nintendo. What's the Capcom Championship? Start. Oh, it's story mode. It's a beautiful day for two teams are about ready to head onto the field. What? Are you having a stroke? What? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, a giant explosion has just rocked the stadium. Actually, several explosions. Wait a minute, I think I can see something. It's a bunch of robots. The people are racing for the exits. It's pandemonium. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, it's civilian Mega Man. What are they up to? Those robots look awfully familiar. They should. They're Dr. Wily's. I've got to go and stop them. Are you sure you can take them all on? No. All right, I won't stop you from trying. What's that dot? You're no match for them with your current abilities. I've got to leave now, so I'll just make a few modifications to your programming. And you'll be able to give them a game they won't soon forget. This is I can't believe humans exist in the Mega Man world. Oh my god, what's Dr. Light doing to this poor child? I wouldn't be very happy being infused with the soccer power either. His entire mouth turned sideways. Pick a boss, chat. We got... Wow. We got Fire, Elec, and Cut from Mega Man 1. Woodman from 2. Needle from 3. Pharaoh and Dust from 4, and Skull from 5. That is not a very even split. Pharaohman it shall be. Is it just me, or is everything in this game kind of low rent? Like, the music isn't as good, the graphics aren't as detailed, like, everything just seems off. And Cutman with Lights Creations, don't pawn that one off on Wily. So the first 6 Robot Masters from Mega Man 1 were designed by Dr. Light, but they were reprogrammed by Dr. Wily. And then the 8 Robot Masters from 2 were Wily originals. And then the Robot Masters from 3 were collaborative efforts. Dr. Wily was pretending to be good again and went back to working with Dr. Light, and they designed those eight robots together. But then Dr. Wily put like a hidden override in them and took them over. And then after that, they're just Wily bots all the way down. But yeah, 1 and 3 are kind of exceptions in that. Kick off. I thought 4 was Cossack bots. Oh god, you're right. Yeah, you're actually right. My bad. Oh my god. Okay. So I remember this now. I remember this. Every single time you get the ball, the enemy is going to get up on you and steal it. Every single time. Every single time. Yeah, nice one, Keeper, seriously. Told you. Everything is wow, okay. Everything is context sensitive in this, except passing. Like, passes don't actually lock onto anybody. They just go. Oh, that was awesome. That was really cool. Why is the ball on a yo-yo? Excellent question. What the fuck was that? I was trying to pass it. Again, trying to pass it to the Megaman that I saw on the map there. Enemy robots don't even use special moves. That sucks. I want mayhem again. Oh, did you not see Pharaoh Man set my goalie on fire? So yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, oh my fucking god, dude. I want to pass the ball to the Mega Man immediately in front of him, and he punts it into the stratosphere. Is Dr. Wily not allowed to fuck with soccer? Oh, that was cool, yeah. Before I could even get my hands on the ball, he stole it. Again, like, what the fuck? 2018 complex rated Mega Man Soccer 61st, and they're the best Super Nintendo games of all time. They felt the game was amazing because it was chaotic gameplay, concluding total win on this one. Capcom, total win. Cool. Another outlet whose opinions do not fucking matter. I love it. This game. No, I was. The only thing in the world I want is to pass this fucking ball to another member of my team. And it is somehow. Oh my god, I finally did it. I finally fucking did it. Okay, I found the button. Yeah, see, they do have special kicks that just literally light your character up. All right, well, this is garbage, and I'm done with it. Thanks for that. That was shit. That was pointless, useless shit. Spectre. Enter the virtual reality of Spectre, where video tanks rumble across a 3D cyber landscape, hunting enemy tanks on levels filled with obstacles, traps, and instant defeat. I never got to instant No, I did get to instant defeat. Removing obstacles. OneUp.com's Jeremy Parrish contrarily recommended the game, calling it nonsensical, sure, but awfully fun. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Those are the kind of reviews where I'm convinced the person never actually played it. They like looked at a screenshot or they remembered reading about it in Nintendo Power and they're like, oh yeah, this is great. Because they know nobody's gonna fucking play it. This Macintosh adaptation might not look quite as pretty as the original. The gameplay gets just as dirty. Good play control, excellent challenge, 2-player options, particularly fun with lots of variety. That's true, there are several multiplayer modes in Spectre, which is pretty cool. Graphics are fairly simple, it doesn't really detract from the game. Yeah, there's nothing really bad to say about Spectre. It's hard, but it does what it's supposed to do. You know, Jetsons Invasion of the Planet Pirate. SOS from Vic Tokai. Nobody knows how much it's supposed to be. It is a mystery. When the ocean liner SS Lady Crithania goes down in a storm, it isn't the end for the passengers and crew, and off they can summon the courage to make their way up the bottom of the hull of the overturned ship. This video game Poseidon Adventure. How many fucking kids reading Nintendo Power are gonna get that reference? Starts you out playing the role of one of 4 characters aboard the doomed vessel. Your goal is to find and lead as many of your fellow victims to safety as you can through the upside-down world of the Lady Crithanthia. Some passengers will be too scared to move and need convincing, while others may become violent. To make matters worse, as you lead your ragtag mob to safety, the ship pitches back and forth, sometimes blocking off passageways. You have only 1 hour before the end. It's from 2007, so maybe it was a per word article. Got obsessed with Spectre VR for a while as a kid. Interesting. I don't get that reference. Let me look up when Poseidon Adventure was. It's an old movie. Long story short. 1972. They are dropping a reference in their 1994 magazine to a film from 1972. Long before the vast majority of their readership was even born. I'd love to see a disaster movie renaissance. They never really went away in Japan. Japan still makes disaster movies and they're great. Game has multiple endings which are altered depending on what you do, and I'm not saying it's a good game, but it's hella ambitious. I wanted to watch it just because of this game. Old and movie, that explains it. Positives. A unique theme and play experience is a great variety of routes to the ship, giving the game extended playability. Minus. Certain aspects of the game are quite slow, like moving passengers and talking to them, which uses up your precious 60-minute time limit. Madam Web was kind of a disaster. Alright, chat. SOS, please. Someone help me. Missed out some very important negatives. Can't say I'm surprised. What the fuck is going on here? Hang on. My cart's glitching out. Give me a second here. There we go. Disaster! Save our NES. Went by a different name in Japan? Heard my heart is glitching out and got concerned for a minute. No, I would be much more vocal about that if that were the case. Oh, it's a film now. Oh my. I'm feeling very cultured all of a sudden. Seagoing disasters have hearts that will go on. Sound crew. Kelp! Help! Could be help, could be kelp. Who knows? SOS. I heard about the subplots in this 1 hour game is kind of like a stage play. In an unexpected storm, the ship is having tremendous difficulties. Seems a bit of an understatement there. Large waves are engulfing the luxurious cruise ship Lady Crithenia, and it is beginning to tremble from stress. The date is September 13th. The time is 7:11 p.m. Captain reports in the ship's log the severity of the storm. I'm sorry. Oh god. Severity of the storm caused him to lose control of the ship. This is to be the largest passenger shipwreck to date. There are reported 2,300 passengers aboard. The voyage will turn from ecstasy to catastrophe. The ship is in total chaos. Passengers and crew alike begin to panic as they near the grip of death. Jesus. Now the real tragedy begins. Everyone's going to die, no one's going to escape. Enjoy your video game. Oh, that wasn't... Yeah, okay, great. Let me play the video game. Guess because Nintendo Power didn't reference the movie Titanic, this was... Yeah, this was before then. Capri Wisher? Redwin Gardner? Luke Haynes? Jeffrey Howell? Well, I have to be Capri Wisher. When you wish upon Capri's. Selling on September 13th at 7:11 p.m. in the Humbleton Offing. Amy, are you asleep? Huh. You seem to have settled down somehow. Capri, don't go, Capri. You're awake. Please don't leave me in a Polly Pocket ass phrase. Don't worry, I'm here. You're all right. Go to sleep. Don't leave me alone. Promise me. Yes, yes. Now go to sleep. This cruise with my sister Amy has become a nightmare for me. Her illness is becoming worse and worse. She has become dependent on me. Incredible text formatting is happening. I didn't even get to read that. I need to stay out of that room. I can't face her anymore. Now Amy is beginning to sense my uneasiness. Oh no, a storm. Please don't frighten my sister anymore. I am sorry, Amy. I can't do anymore. I cannot protect you anymore. I'm sorry. This guy kind of sucks. Hey, what's the matter? Why the long face? I was just born that way. There's a storm coming, but you don't need to be depressed. Let's talk about something fun. Sharks, for example. What the fuck? Answer? Yes? What's your problem? I pushed a bunch of buttons on the controller. Oh, now you've really offended me. Oh my god, I'm playing the game. Communication? It's on... Okay, it's on X, apparently. What? Does it want to play shuffleboard after all? Oh, I can't. Okay. Okay, so Y interacts with things like doors. X talks to people. Aren't you going to dance with me? Yes? Damn you, buttons. I am Maverick the Pursuer. Welcome to the party. It's that asshole from Dark Souls 2. That's probably not good. What? Huh? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, it's an ocean of blood. Five seconds and you're already locked in the bad ending. Jesus. Oh. Did it turn over? Amy. Amy. Who are you? Did you come to rescue me? I'm just a yes. I came to rescue you. But I can't go. My children. Please look for my children. You have children? Where are they? Ah, Jack. No? Perished. The localization of this is terrible. It's no use. It's too late. Definitely need the manual. I am tired of seeing bodies. Sorry, baby. Looking through Dracula's inverted castle. What a dreadful way to go. We're trying this after Clock Tower because I like the game we got a lot. Got really frustrated. I can already see how this would get really frustrating. Whee! Detention, this ain't. Hey, you, can you hear me? What? It's no use struggling now. We're going to perish. Be brave about it, at least. You're out of your mind. Why did... I didn't want to drop... No, I don't want to drop down. I want to fucking get up. The jump and climb button... Oh, fuck me. The jump and climb buttons are different, which makes this kind of hard to manage. No, god damn it! Why are you so upset? What? Don't talk to me like that. I'm not upset at all. Will you stop jumping around like a monkey? It's the end. We're going to perish. What? There's no use struggling now. We're going to perish. Alright, well, fuck that guy. Can we do chain whip? You're out of your mind. Oh, that's why I fell down that one time. It actually locks you into an animation talking to that guy. Oh, if you die, you only lose 5 minutes. For like 10 seconds, I thought I'd be interested in playing this, but I'm cured now. I was expecting to see a gravity death on stream tonight. Why can't I get this fucking door open? Game may last an hour and the entire game is on timer, not just how long you have to go with the ship. Specific parts during the hour, the ship will rotate one way or another as it slowly sinks. Certain passengers become blocked off as water rises. All that is hard-coded in the internal timer. Who are you? You don't look like you're from a rescue party. Answer. My name is Capri. What are you doing here all by yourself? I didn't choose to be alone. I was depressed. And my friends left me behind. What about you? Why are you doing here? I'm picking up people left behind. Do you want to come with me? Yes, thank you. But I think I know this ship a little bit better than you. But you're only a waiter. I'm sorry, I was just... That's okay. I'm Richard. Nice to meet you anyway. It's a pleasure, dick. Come back. Wait, how the fuck does this work? Oh my god, okay. Okay, so the top buttons are for directing people. Interesting. How do you want me to... I can signal him. Yo, I think this sucks. How's that maybe too high or possibly the coders were? Signal outside? No. So this is one of those games that came with a manual. I mean, literally the only thing I can do is tell this guy to follow me. You also have to give commands to passengers, saving to guide them through various obstacles, make it off the ship. Or passengers to save the better the ending. You still haven't played it? I would suggest not playing it. Very interesting concept, but I don't think it's worth your time. Frankly. I can't tell you what to do, but I can make suggestions, and my suggestion is to forget you ever saw that. Moving on. Oh my god. Power, as is said, never give up on their dead when the wisps of Spooktober come creeping. Alright, what we got? Well, I can cover up Joe and Mac if I give a shit about that. Barkley, shut up and jam! Sir Charles brings a brand of hoops to the Super NES and his rough and tumble tribute to the pure neighborhood roots of the NBA. Up to 4 players can slam and jam using 16 fictional neighborhood players. We played this and I think it sucked. I think it was bad. Fast action, especially for 2 to 4 players. Play may seem similar to NBA Jam, but feels less polished. Yeah, you can say that again. Champions world-class soccer. Best soccer teams in the world have been recreated for the Super NES in this international soccer tournament. Championship takes the same form as this year's World Cup tournament, with teams from different groups competing for the final tournament. Game is so international you can choose to play in 4 languages: English, Spanish, German, and French. Good animation and graphics, challenging and realistic. Useful options include an instant replay camera for studying your technique, good sound. Passing and shooting take time to master. Computer-controlled players make obvious errors. Super Goal 2. Jaleco continues the sporting tradition of the NES soccer sim that brings international fast-action soccer to your screen. Sequel has better graphics, sound, and options. But the competition for video soccer games is intense. Fairly challenging and loaded with options like the home field advantage handicap. Also, play control is difficult, especially during the view change when the ball rises far above the field and you can't see anything. Man, there's a lot of sports on this page. King of Dragons. So this is the other beat 'em up this month from Capcom. Still can't believe they're cannibalizing their own market this way. Your battle with Guild as a Dragon lies ahead in this medieval action game, controlling 1 of 5 characters: the Dwarf, Cleric, Wizard, Fighter, Elf. You'll pass through many skirmishes before the end. Each champion has his own talents and methods of attack, and 2 of them can fight together on a long journey. Join the journey in this month's review. King of Dragons is a golden axe-like brawler? Yeah. Or as Nintendo Power themselves say, this is really a disguised Final Fight in a medieval setting. This one was notable because the stages were like this big. It's basically a boss rush. Like, you'll fight maybe 8 dudes and then a boss in every single stage. Hardball 3. Sports Accolade takes the diamond of Hardball 3. A computer conversion that features lots of stats, plus you can play ball. Game has the MLBPA license, plus 28 teams the same to look like the real thing. They like that it has lots of stats and the license. They don't like that it has poor play control, awkward view shift on defense from behind the pitcher to home plate, and the password doesn't save stats. Boy, I do not miss password continues. That's for damn sure. MLBPA baseball. So apparently they just gave that license out to everybody, huh? Just whoever wanted it. Yeah, he gets on base with the MLBPA baseball for the Super NES. The license means you get all the players from the 1993 season. Has all the basics, including 28 teams, full seasons. Good play control and graphics. One of the better baseball simulations. Oh, yeah. No multiplayer adapter option for 3 to 5 players like most recent EA games. 1 stadium and limited animations. No current team stats. And then old Game Tech is back with Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. A whole new set of answers and questions come to the Super NES Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Only over 3,500 questions and more than 700 categories will rack your brain. Tough questions and categories is a great multiplayer party game, and you don't even need a multi-tap. Poor spellers might have a tough time in this game in spite of the library of misspelled words that the game recognizes. You don't win real money. That's cute. They're so cute, chat. Still surprised at how many Genesis games were password saves, battery saves with the exception. I mean, it was just straight up more expensive to produce a cart like that. I'm sure any company who thought they could get away with leaving batteries out did. Vampire Survivors guys, the right idea for bringing passwords back. Use them for people who want to shortcut past meta progression for whatever reason. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As any Pokemon can tell you, batteries eventually die. They certainly do. They certainly do. I'm pretty lucky that I've never had to deal with a dead battery in one of my old games. Really quite fortunate, honestly, because we're well past the prime of all of these batteries. File data has been destroyed. Not just lost, destroyed. Obliterated.
Jeopardy!
One, yes. Wow, okay, I'm definitely gonna be this guy. That's my bedtime. See y'all next week. Alright, Worst Elephant. Thanks for coming out.
Here are the categories.
Categories are science and nature, fiction, transport, Greenland, last movies, Knights. Your last movies for 100.
The answer is
Daniel Day-Lewis starred in this film based on James Fenimore Cooper's novel. Anybody know this one? Just Knights, nothing else. Big Tasty. Something tells me that's not it. Mohicans? Oh, Last of the Mohicans. Quite a good movie, if I remember correctly. You're right. Please tell me you don't have to write out the whole thing. Maybe we could have put it in Mohicans.
the answer is
I could try some shortened names. In this film, Jack Nicholson and Otis Young try to show Randy Quaid a good time on his way to the brig. Jenny! Jenny! Last Detail. Never heard of that. You're right!
the
Jenny
answer
from the
is
H&R Block. Spencer Tracy was an old Pole in his final campaign in this film based on Boston Mayor Curley. I just really wanted to buzz in. Anybody have any idea? Last something. Last hurrah. Last of the Mohicans. Fuck you, Jenny. You're right. Last movies for 400. In Neil Simon play and movie, Alan Arkin was the last of this kind of lovers. The last... Red Hot. The last Red Hot. Oh, Red Hot Lovers? I guess I could just put Red Hot, since Lovers is in the answer. You're right. Eighth installment, major sci-fi franchise is controversial, killing off several established characters.
The answer is...
The film story of the farewell concert of the group called The Band. What? What is this all about? The Last Waltz. Nope. It knows The Band. Likely a nickname. Oh, God. You're right. Okay, I can't play this. It is going to put me to sleep. It is literally just going to make me fade out. So, that's all the Jeopardy you get for tonight. It is too boring. He floats off into limbo. Okay, that was Jeopardy. ESPN bases balls tonight. ESPN license with Chris Berman before the camera adds a nice sounds familiar. Whatever. Excellent animation, major league license. Depth perception problems make fielding very difficult. I think I remember that. I think we might have actually played this one, and fielding was just fucking impossible because the camera doesn't actually focus on the fielders. You almost have to use the auto fielding option to play this game. Yeah, that tracks. And oh boy, Joe and Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics. Those lovable caveman ninjas. I don't know why they say they're ninjas though. Are back in a more adventurous outing than their last effort. This time the village leaders lost the crown of legend to an evil guy named Gork. Joe and Mac, you and a prehistoric buddy must club your way to the truth. Good graphics and play control, a great improvement over the first Joe and Mac game, a fun two-player option, passwords for saving your progress, more adventure elements such as characters in the game to whom you can speak. They gave it a lot of positives, chat. The only negative is the game isn't overly challenging, but it is fun. So they seem to really, really like it. Caveman ninjas, I don't fucking know. They don't do anything ninja-y. Maybe the marketers behind this correctly identified how much Americans like ninjas and just ran with it. Alright, we got Mr. Nuts. Squirrel with a mission. Must seek out and defeat the abominable Yeti who's trying to put the chill on Earth. Through 6 stages of traditional platforming action, Mr. Nuts hops and bops over a continuing conveyor of cute, cuddly criminal critters. Mr. Nuts will be available only at game rental outlets. Huh. Beautifully rendered graphics and fairly good play control. The price is right. Rent it for the night. Oh yeah, suggested retail price is actually rental only. Not a bad game because it's very weird. Cute characters won't appeal to all players, and music seems designed for a completely different game, rather sad and melodic. Ninjas are pretty cool. It is true. All right, Mr. Nuts. Let's see these nuts. Expecting great things from these nuts, chat. How late can you go? I am already really tired, so not much longer. So let's do it. Don't, it's oddly average. It's by Ocean. I mean, that's really oh my god! Is lovingly cradling his tail there. God, I thought I said Moody Land. Like, what did I do to it? Bubsying at us. This appears to be 2 buttons. Alright, find Mario Tradition, you can stomp things. Clearly not all things. Because the ultimate challenge is the Takashi's Castle, but for Disney. That's work put into it, unlike some platformers, there's nothing to make it stand out aside from the wild character design choices later on. Oh, I can actually throw shit. I guess this is what you gotta do with the bees. Holy sweet mother of God. Oh, that was kind of fucked up. Look at this guy, chat. Made by a Japanese team, I feel like Americans would call the character Mr. Nuts so pure-heartedly. That's a pretty cool effect. Oh, you can bounce on the bees. Oh, I died. I was a British studio and they knew what they were naming him. Man, no checkpoint, huh? That's cool. As we all know, I'm a huge fan of games without checkpoints. Checkpoint server closers. Oh, that's nasty. Put one right at the end like that. Not the finest example of British video game music. My, what makes you say that? Oh, shit. You're looking at a sounding game with almost no character whatsoever? Yeah, that's, Mr. Nuts is kind of balls. Not necessarily bad, but absolutely nothing to attract one to it. Look up the bosses? Alright, I'll look them up sometime. Okay, chat, I am gonna go ahead and scoot on to the end, because I'm fading fast. I am coming close to just falling asleep on stream right now, so I'm gonna zoom through the rest of these. We're gonna talk about the pack watch, and then we're just gonna call it an evening. Genetic squirrels will harvest mushrooms, let them dry out in the sun, and then store them with their nuts. That's really cool. Really cool. All right, Suzuka 8 hours, arcade motorcycle experience, fairly challenging, long racer, true test of staying power, 2-player option provides most excitement. Simulated speed doesn't seem as fast as it should be, animation is jerky. Black bass lure fishing, if you don't like fishing, the game can be a lot of fun. This is on Game Boy, you can even take it with you when you really go fishing, which sounds really stupid. Not as much of a variety as the Super NES Super Black Bass. Lures are limited at the outset of the tournament. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, I think this is just a straight port of the... Was that an NES or SNES game? I really can't remember at this point. But each person in the castle had a different challenge for us. Oh, it's Super NES, my bad. Engaging format for young players with nice graphics and sound. The story elements are very strong, just as they were in the Super NES game. A few of the games are confusing and not much fun. You'll soon move beyond them, so the impact isn't too great. Got past the fishing time somewhere. Sports Illustrated for Kids Triple Dare. 3 of the coolest sports ever appear on Game Boy under the Sports Illustrated banner. Events take place on the slopes on a skater's course. Okay. So it's like extreme winter sports or something. Graphics are okay and the events are cool. However, poor play control makes the events difficult to complete. You'll spend most of your time on the ground stuck on obstacles that don't let you continue. Yep, that needs to be... Shame you couldn't patch Game Boy games. And Solitaire Fun Pack. It's Solitaire. It gives a shit. It is exactly what we know it to be. Alright, chat. Home stretch. Let's take it home. Let's talk about Pack Watch. Oh my god, it's Project Reality. Time to get excited. Time to get hungry. Why? Because Nintendo has teamed up with Williams, the masters of video arcade, with hits like NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat. A joint venture company called Williams and Nintendo, the giants will create a revolution in video games for Project Reality. I think that's big. That's only half of it. Creative Wizards at Rare have also signed on. They're deep in development of Killer Instinct. How many times has this issue this had poor play control? A lot. A lot. That's one of their favorite criticisms, certainly. Next year, you'll have the equivalent of an $8,000 graphics workstation dedicated to games playing on your tube for less than $250. What a deal, chat. What a deal. So we got that to look forward to. We got Super Street Fighter 2 to look forward to. It's finally here. Maybe we should say it's here already. Literally the biggest and baddest Street Fighter 2 game ever. 4 new characters. And boy, is Cammy's shadow not extremely long. To be fair to Nintendo Power in-house, Nintendo products mostly have excellent play control. It is true. It is true. And it is, you know, with a lot of the genres that are popular on these consoles, like platformers and arcade games, like, control is king. Like, your play control needs to be on point for them to be worth a damn. So yeah, Super Street Fighter 2, Capcom wasting no time cashing in on that. Operation Europe looks like a really crunchy, yeah, war game. Not exactly Power Hours material. Dragon View. We know Dragon View. We are well familiar with Dragon View. If you have a view to a thrill, Namco's Dragon View will deliver the action and intrigue. First glance, you might think the Dragon View, which was once called Draconicrom. Dragon View, my beloved. We got Disney's Beauty and the Beast coming up. Future Zone. Future Zone is so early in development, they've only got concept art for it, it seems. Electric Brain announced it about a year and a half ago. Changed direction dramatically, including a change in development houses. Pretty universally a bad sign. Dragon View, the one where you walk around a forest for an hour getting bored? You're gonna have to be more specific than that, I'm afraid. That could be a lot of games. Story and game take place in the Future Zone, an abandoned world of ancient ruins where criminals have been sent for decades. A strange and dangerous place where no one has ever escaped. Character Kane finds himself sentenced to this netherworld where Korgoth wields supreme power. No. We got Pocky and Rocky 2 on the way. FIFA International Soccer, nobody cares about. Although the perspective of this is interesting. It's like at an angle. And it seems like it might be fixed unless they just miraculously took two screenshots from the exact same angle. All right, and then the good old Pack Watch update. Once again, I will just lift all of the pertinent game names out of here for y'all. You ever found the Pocky Rocky clone of UFO 50? I must admit, I have not been back to UFO 50 yet. I want to get back to it, but Satisfactory has me by the Mr. Nuts. So, and then once I'm done with that, I really want to play Timberborn. So, it might be a while before I get back to UFO 50, but eventually I will be in the mood for it. I will scoot back to it. All right, Ocean has Eek the Cat, Soccer Kid, and Mr. Nuts, all exclusively to rental outlets. That's a very interesting strategy. Capcom's doing the same thing with Final Fight Guy, appearing exclusively at Blockbuster. I didn't even realize this was a thing, chat. I had no idea that there were rental-only games. You make UFO 51 DLC with the extra games just Satisfactory clone? Fitness Fanatics will have a new way to burn blubber when Life Fitness Life Cycle is introduced. System consists of an exercise bike, a monitor, Super NES cable link, and a game pack. That seems kind of pricey. What a 90s thing, a Socks the Cat game. Nothing will destroy the stranglehold Blockbuster has in the video game industry. Final Fight Guy was a special thing. They replaced Cody with Guy in the game since Guy wasn't on the original release. Interesting. Okay. We also got Lethal Enforcers. Super Bomberman 2 is on the way. Let's see, what else I got? Super Adventure Island 2. That one's going to be really interesting. I've always been curious about that one. An American Tail 5 will goes west. I'm sure that's quality, being a licensed game and all. Warrior of Rome 3, a strategy battle sim from Extreme, plunges you in the campaigns of ancient Rome. Never heard of that. Hemco is doing something that they don't want to talk about yet. From the White House comes the inspiration for Kaneko's Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill. For every mild-mannered tab, you find yourself thrust in the corridors of power. And then Sequest DSV. Who remembers watching that on the TV? Game Boy game of all things is on the way for that. Really no difference otherwise, we just same Final Fight SNES cut out entire level and boss fight in addition to cutting Guy as a playable character. Really, the Sega CD version of Final Fight is the definitive home port of that era. Cut out interstitial animations. Can play as Dolphin and kill everybody. One can only hope. Alright, and that is it, chat. We made it. Next issue in volume 61. Donkey Kong is back. We got Donkey Kong 94 in the next one. Another Super Game Boy Gallery. And then some pretty notable stuff, chat. Slam Masters, Spike McFang, Fatal Fury 2, Beauty and the Beast, NBA Jam Codes. I have actually been really looking forward to Spike McFang. That one... So, the big ones for this next issue, I would be down to take an attempt at a full playthrough of Donkey Kong 94 if y'all are. It's a puzzle game that I'm interested in, and I've never played it. I also would love to sell y'all on Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. I rented this as a kid and loved it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. So if y'all are interested in it, we could go through that as well. Donkey Kong 94 is surprisingly good. Yeah, I've always heard a lot of good things about it. And I played the GBA spiritual successor, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and loved that one too. Geese landed a puzzle or something, and that's how there's a Fatal Fury 2. He's got video game antagonist syndrome. They need his ass back. Spike McFang did look interesting in Nintendo Power. I loved it as a kid. I really, really enjoyed it. I always meant to buy a physical copy of it, and I never did. But that doesn't matter now, does it? We warned the difficulty ramps up very smoothly. It does top out really tough near the end. Okay. I mean, I would be down to aim for a full playthrough, but if it gets too tough or too frustrating, I don't mind stopping. I don't mind oddish finishing anything. It's kind of my MO these days. Alright, chat. That is it. We are done. I'm calling it on this issue. So, schedule reminder. I'm dropping our original Spooktober schedule. I'm gonna spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays just doing whatever spoopy stuff I feel like between now and the end of the month. But the Power Hours is eternal. I'm not pushing the Power Hours anymore. We'll be right back here on Thursday, starting the new issue of Nintendo Power, because I don't want to delay. There's a bunch of good stuff in this issue, and I want to get to it. I also know, chat, in the back half of 1994, I know there's some cool shit coming. And I want to get to it, and I want to play it. Sean Monday tells about the curry to me. No, I'm gonna be spoiled tomorrow. My parents are coming up to help me with my daughter's party, and we'll probably have lunch with them. And then we're gonna have party food. We're gonna get a whole bunch of party food, and whatever doesn't get eaten, we'll bring home. So yeah, I'm gonna be eating some good junk tomorrow. When does Final Fantasy III come out? I want to say the end of this year. I think it might be like November. Let me check. I can actually check for you real quick. Feature is October. So next issue is June. June, July, August, September. 5 issues from now. is Final Fantasy III. Cruddites. Yeah, party time. I'm very excited. Anxious too, because I get anxious about anything where I have responsibilities, but it'll be fine. Anyway, chat. Anyway, let me go find somebody for y'all to raid, and then I'm going to go to bed so that I have the energy to deal with party time tomorrow. Looks like tonight. Ooh, Bassie's doing Next Fest demos. Hopefully they're not wrapping up right now. They're playing something. Let's go see what it is. Looks cool. Whatever it happens to be. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for a better night than last night. I'm feeling better. I'm emotionally on the mend. I got a plan for the rest of the month and beyond. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling much improved, and hopefully I will feel similarly on Monday when we launch into something new. And hopefully y'all will be there to see it. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.